and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me for another one of my videos today. So today I wanted to talk about roadblocks, no's and stop signs from the universe. So this is something I get asked about a lot of the time, is how do we know when the universe is saying no? How do we know when the universe is stopping you and saying no to your desires? And this is a really interesting question because I think it throws up so many different points of conversation, so many different ways to look at things, and also remind us to really tune into ourselves and fathom what is a no, what is that stop sign, because truthfully, only we can answer that for ourselves. But hopefully this video is going to give you some tips and tools and tricks to identify maybe if the universe is saying no and what that no really means as well. So first of all, can the universe say no to us? A lot of the time people say, you know, a lot of the law of attraction texts say that, you know, the universe is always saying yes, so surely the universe is saying yes. And while I do agree with that statement to some degree, I actually also disagree with that as well. There are so many things that come into play with our desires when we set those intentions. It's not just as straightforward as I've asked for this, I'm going to receive what I deem as my version of that desire. So while I agree that the universe is saying yes, it is saying yes to, okay, you want that house, you want that career, yes. But what it is actually saying yes to is alignment. What it is actually saying yes to is whatever is for the highest good of all involved. What it is saying yes to is also protecting you from what is not meant for you. And what it is saying yes to is also delivering that desire and co-creating it. So it's releasing the hows, what's, whys, whens of what you think it looks like, or how it looks like, or who it is, or whatever. And actually the universe is saying yes to the most aligned version of that desire. So the universe is always saying yes, definitely. But is it always saying yes to our version of the manifestation? No, it's not. So where I think that statement can be misleading is because our human selves get attached to things and we're like, well, I think it should look like this. I think it should happen like this. When, whys, who's, what's. We get so attached to things, and this is where the universe sometimes can say no, of like, we're perceiving things on our human level with the consciousness that we have, when actually the universe can see what's for our highest good, can see that actually maybe that thing isn't sustainable or going to last, that actually why waste your time, let's deliver you what's truly meant for you. So what I want to do is give you those tips and tricks to identify when that's happening versus saying the universe is saying no, because it's not really saying no, it's protecting you from what is not meant for you. So remember, rejection is divine redirection, and that is something I swear by. You know, throughout my career, throughout my life, I've had many rejections, I've had many no's from the universe and from things as well, opportunities. And every single time I've dodged a bullet, every single time there has been a divine reason why that no has happened. And I've looked back and been like, thank God. So there are no accidents here. There is no, you know, the universe is just being mean and saying no to you. There is always purpose to this. So if you are receiving that no right now, like, trust in that process, trust in this unfolding, and trust from someone who's been through this. And I'm sure so many of you will comment below confirming this as well, that, and you probably know from your own life, when there has been a no before or rejection, it's always led you to something way more aligned for your highest good. Or there's been a reason of why that delay's had to happen, why that's had to happen. So hindsight's a beautiful thing, of course, which we don't always have in the present moment, of course. So really do allow yourself to trust and to say, right, what is the opportunity here? What is the opportunity in this rejection or no for me to do something differently? What is the opportunity for me to see this differently? What is the opportunity for me to receive something better for the highest good of all? So trust that a no is protection. Trust that a no or a stop sign is protection and is leading you to something even better, even more abundant, and even more magical. And you know, I was reminded of this recently with a new course that I've been trying to launch, and it's been in the pipeline for a while. It's been super exciting. It felt like a full body yes, like the alignment was there, the ideas, the inspiration was flowing, and we'd done so much. Yet every single time I sat down to film the content, something would happen. And I did all the meditations, I did like all the kind of like other stuff. So I was like, why are the videos not flowing? So I put it off and I was like, okay, divine timing. So I'll do it later in the year. And now something has come up where I physically cannot proceed until it is resolved. So for me, that was the biggest stop sign from the universe, because I literally couldn't do anything. There was no way out of it. I had to deal with it, resolve it, to be able to move forwards with whatever the outcome is. So of course, at first it felt really frustrating, because when you put time and effort and energy into something and feel like something's for you, it can obviously feel really frustrating, of course. But you know, I think back to my book deals, I think back to all the times where the universe has put a roadblock, stop signs, or been like, no. And I'm like, there is a really good reason for that. So, you know, the first time round when the content wasn't flowing, that should have been my stop sign. But nope, Emma pushed forward and was like, I'll just put it back a few months and hope that that alignment and that flow comes. But now there is a physical stop sign. The universe is like, no, hun, not yet. And, you know, I really trust in that. So actually it's taken the pressure off, because it's been like, there is a divine reason for this. And actually the relief I feel from that stop is actually proving to me that the universe knows what it's doing here. And actually it's really created the space for another awesome course to come through, which I'm launching this year, which is flowing and is going amazingly and is so easy because it's so in alignment. So it's funny how I had that idea of this course had to come out this year. You know, the alignment was there at first, it felt like a full body yes, and then actually as time went by and I ignored those stop signs, the universe put that physical stop sign to be like, no, do not proceed, wait. And you know, I still feel like that course could come out in the future, definitely, but maybe it's next year, maybe it's a couple years time, who knows. There is clearly a reason for it, and clearly a reason why maybe this other course felt like it needed to come through first. So whatever the, you know, that's just a small example of something that's reminded me of this recently. But I think, you know, one of the biggest clear signs is that you're feeling those roadblocks and hurdles. Like, you know, a lot of the time when people are really pushing and persevering with something, which maybe isn't, you know, for them right now, or the best decision, or aligned as such, is you'll feel those roadblocks where it's like one thing after another, where it's like, oh, issue, roadblock, roadblock. So you can be positive, because obviously, you know, like with all things in life, we do have roadblocks, we do have things and challenges and things that arise to test us, to help us grow, learn and evolve, right? So of course, to some degree, there may be some resistance, there may be some, you know, issues that come up or little things to deal with along the way, of course. But what I mean here is consistent roadblocks, where you're just not progressing. And if you're not progressing and you feel like you're hitting your head against a brick wall, this is a big indication the universe is saying stop. This is a big indication the universe is saying not like this. So instead of seeing it as a no, see it as not like this. See it as yes, but not like this. And I think when you can see it like that and really take that pressure off it being a no, because it's not really a no, like I said, it's a not like this. So really just challenge yourself to see that differently and see that pause, that reflection, you know, even the frustration that comes with roadblocks and stop signs from the universe and no's, see it as a not like this. Because I think even when you just, it takes so much pressure off, right? To just think, hey, the universe isn't saying no, the universe is protecting me here. And I know so many bullets I have dodged from the universe's protection of what I thought was meant for me, what I thought was in alignment at the time. You know, we don't know all these things, the universe does. And we're here to learn those things. We're here to, you know, go along the journey of life and learn and grow and evolve, right? So just remember, it's not like this. It's not a no, it's just not like this. And when you can, you know, take that mantra with you, take that saying with you, it will help you to relieve yourself from, you know, the pressure or disappointment even that comes with it. It's not saying your desire is not going to happen. It's just not quite like this. So really the first thing I would say to look out for is resistance. Now obviously there will be inner work with big manifestations and things that you really want, of course. But I think as well, it's the resistance I mean here is resistance in terms of issues, blocks, stop signs, issue, problem. And obviously Mercury retrograde can obviously really highlight this as well. And Mercury retrograde did highlight this for me, where it slowed me down, it stopped me and said, hey, just check in with yourself. Is this still in alignment? And I actually realized as I, you know, really reflected on the course and really reflected on my choices and what I could do moving forwards, whether it was just worth dropping it and not doing it, or whether it was worth pushing forwards and persevering to get the outcome I wanted, I, realized, I was like, how much do I really want to do this? Is this something that I really want to birth and would be really sad if I didn't? Or is this something that I could be open to change with and do it slightly different? And I realized that actually the pressure wasn't as much as what I thought it was. And that actually I could take the pressure off myself to make an aligned decision of what to do based upon what felt good for me at that point. So it wasn't a no from the universe and it wasn't a no from Mercury retrograde. It was just saying, look, just pause and reflect and look at whether this is going to be in your best interest. Is it worth persevering with this? Is it a good use of your energy? Does it feel good with all these roadblocks and, hurdles and things that have come up? Like, how do you feel about it now? And I realized that actually it felt more expansive and it felt easier to allow it to flow in the time it needed to and not have a deadline, not have a launch date, and just say, right, that's all ready to go at the right time. And when it is ready to go, it will flow. But right now it's not, and I'm trusting that. So actually I'm going to go where the flow is. I'm going to go where the ease and expansion is, to allow myself to bring in whatever is meant to be launched this year, to bring in whatever the next idea is. Maybe it's focusing on the book instead. Maybe it's focusing on other areas. So it just really allowed me that time to reflect and to reset, exactly what Mercury retrograde does, to be able to then move forwards out of Mercury retrograde and say, yeah, just not yet. And just say, not like this. So there is a better way for it to come about. So I just really want to challenge you to look at those no's in a different way of not like this, and to really look for the signs as well, because we can really miss them. And I know throughout my life I've been quite stubborn and I've ignored massive warning signs and stop signs from the universe, and the universe, just like this, has had to literally put a massive stop sign and be like, halt, you are not going any further with this. So actually even awareness is a really important thing to have as well. Awareness of when you're feeling that resistance, awareness of if those stop signs are coming up and you're ignoring them or choosing not to see them, awareness over how it makes you feel as well, awareness over alignment of if it's not feeling in alignment and it's not feeling good, why are you pushing for it? What is the point if it's not feeling fun and it's not feeling good? Why are you pushing for it? And I think that's a really good thing to think about, because I think we can get so frustrated and feel like we have to see something through, especially if you're a very committed person. You want to follow through with your execution, with your goals, with projects, whatever it is. But if it's not bringing you joy and it's not feeling fun, that's also not the container for manifestation. That's also not the container to manifest the change or shifts or whatever it is you want, or new desires. It's not creating the container for that whatsoever. So really it's about having fun. It's about, what can I do to feel the most fun and joy in my life? Is it letting this go? Is it, releasing that attachment and saying, just not like this. Okay, universe, I give up. I see you, I hear you, I see you're, telling me not like this. So how can I just let this go and actually surrender to what can come in and what is in alignment for me at this time? So again, is it in alignment? Is it actually feeling good to you? Because if it's not feeling good, what's the point? Life is too short not to be doing things that make you happy, that feel good and feel like a full body yes. So again, that's discernment, right? That's discernment of your intuition. It's discernment of alignment and looking at whether what you're doing really is a good use of your time and beneficial and feeling good. And, if we break this down to manifestation, say you wanted to manifest a relationship or manifest a career or manifest a dream house, and visualizing every day and doing all your law of attraction practices and doing what all these books say feels draining and rubbish and boring, why the heck are you doing it? Let it go. So when again, it's getting out of your own way. Really it is getting out of your own way. So it's getting out of your own way and having the awareness of actually just not like this. The universe is saying not like this, and that's all it is. So when you can again move into that surrender stage, and I'm currently filming my 5 steps to law of attraction in my law of attraction basics series here on my YouTube channel, so please make sure to go and check out the letting go and surrendering video once it's out, because I will cover all of this and more in this video. But when you can move into that space of letting go and surrendering and move into a place of non-attachment, and you're flowing and you're feeling that happiness and joy, you are going to become a magnet to whatever is for your highest good. So you're not going to have any stop signs anymore. And I've seen this firsthand in my own life and in numerous clients' lives as well, of when we get out our own goddamn way, let go of how, when's, why's, what's, and become truly, truly open and truly, truly present. Oh my gosh, you will have no stop signs whatsoever, because the real aligned thing will have the space, will have the time, and will have the energy to come into your life. So see it as a just not like this. That's all it is. It's not a no. It's not even a yes. It's just a not like this. And the universe is saying yes to your desire, just not like this. And I think when we can look at that statement, you know, that famous law of attraction teaching of the universe is always saying yes, when we can look at it in that way, how much lighter does that feel? How much better does that feel to know that it's just not like this? That's it, right? It feels good to say that. It feels lighter. It feels energetically better than no. You know, the universe isn't saying no. And if the universe is halting you, is stopping you, there's a jolly good reason for it. Whether it's something like Mercury retrograde, which is just giving you those 3 weeks to just reevaluate, reassess, and have that reset period to then be able to push forward. You know, that can happen a lot of the time as well. But if you're consistently out of retrogrades as well, hitting those roadblocks, it's not feeling in alignment, it's the awareness is there as well of, actually, is this even serving me anymore? This is big, big signs that it is a stop sign. This is big, big signs. And if you know, if there's no progress, no moving forward, no matter what you do, nothing shifting, this is a big sign of just not like this. And take time to reflect upon that, because sometimes letting go of how, you know, our hopes or how we thought things would turn out or how things would be in our life, you know, we have to grieve that as well. So, you know, I totally understand that actually even letting go of the ideas of the things we have or the way things could happen is actually a grieving process in itself sometimes. So allow yourself to feel what you need to. Allow yourself to witness the emotions that come with letting go of that, because processing them, feeling them, and allowing them will allow you to move through this and into that present moment, and then start to create fun and joy in this present moment and open yourself up as well. But like I said, go watch the Letting Go and Surrendering Step 4 video, because I cover all of that and more in that video. So I hope this video has helped you guys, and I hope it has given you some good tips and tools and advice on how you can identify when it's a no or a stop sign from the universe. But please do let me know your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear them in the comments box below, because I reply to them all, and I'd love to hear what your experience is and also what your results have been from the universe saying no. Like, what has the outcome been? Has it been really positive? Have you been like, thank God? Let us know in the comments, because obviously it's one thing me saying it, but obviously I'm sure everybody watching would love to hear your stories and your experiences as well with this in real life. So thank you so much guys for watching. I appreciate all your views and likes. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new here, because I would love to see you again soon. Don't forget to leave me a comment in the comments box down below, because I reply to them all. And of course you can join my free Law of Attraction support group over on Facebook, where you can join myself and other like-minded souls, where we talk all things Law of Attraction and spirituality. I hope you have a great week, whatever you're up to, and I'll see you all in my next video, which will be next week. Lots of love, guys.